Hey Collective, it's Wednesday, so you know what time it is. This one's about forgiveness. The weight of unforgiveness that many of us carry is heavy enough to buckle our knees and bend our backs. The old wounds that we refuse to let go of, that we cling to out of preservation, end up binding us in chains. Forgiveness is not an excuse for the hurt. It is not saying the pain that was caused was right. Absolutely not. I've come to understand forgiveness is a gift we must give ourselves. To let go of the grip of anger and decide we will no longer be prisoners of pain. That is when healing begins. This is no easy task, but with healing, we allow the light to shine on the shadow, the darkest parts of our soul. We light the way for love, not only from others, but for ourselves. Because you may say they don't deserve my forgiveness, and no, they most likely do not. But when that thought comes in, remember this. Forgiveness is not about them. It's about you. We cannot have peace with bitterness. We cannot know strength with resentment. We cannot let go while giving our power away. Call your power back and rise up instead of staying rooted in the past. We are what we choose to become. We are not what happened to us. Forgiveness is not weakness, nor is it forgetting what was done to us. If we hold on to bitterness, anger, sorrow, or resentment, chips on our shoulders, or grudges that span years, we're allowing those emotions to dictate our lives and harden our hearts. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to feel pain. Do not allow these emotions to chain you to the very thing that hurt you. Control your mind. Do not replay the moments of betrayal or loss over and over. The quicker you release, the more space you free up for the new. And true, deep, honest forgiveness is what will set you free. It's what will release you from the grip of pain. It doesn't erase the past, but it tells your future that you will no longer be defined by what was done to you, and the lessons you learned were worth it in the end. I'm not saying this work is easy. Forgiveness is hard. The memory lingers. The wounds are fresh, and the scars cut deep, allowing our shadow to seep out. But each time we choose to forgive, we're letting in more and more light that drives the shadows away. It is a process. Healing doesn't happen overnight. Some wounds take time, and that is okay. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. Never erase the lessons your pain have taught you. And remember, you do not have to invite those who hurt you back into your life. Choose peace. Choose happiness. Choose freedom over the confinement of the past. When we forgive, that is when the magic happens. Joy floods back in, the burdens grow smaller, the mind clears, focus returns, and the heart opens up to love again, driving sorrow and doubt away as you emerge a stronger, wiser, more resilient person because you chose to heal and find peace. Don't waste your life on an apology that may never come. Healing is not about waiting for someone else to make it right. You have to make the choice to do the inner work and make it right yourself. Even when scars remain that we didn't ask for, and the unanswered questions still linger in our minds, healing is a deeply private and personal journey. No one else can do it for us, and we can't force it upon anyone else. We must be willing to go within and do the work ourselves. It starts with recognizing the hurt, acknowledging the pain, and allowing yourself to feel those emotions fully. Life wounds all of us at some point, in different ways. There is no shame in being wounded. Vulnerability is our capacity to be wounded. And vulnerability is one of our greatest strengths. I don't care what anybody told you otherwise. Many people seek their healing through outside sources. A change in circumstances, jumping into new relationships, or just waiting for time to heal all wounds. But the thing is, healing, it's an inside job. It requires breaking the habits of the old self and reinventing the new self. Unmemorizing emotions stored in the body and reconditioning the mind to new ones. To no longer allow the past to define our present. Choose to release guilt, self-doubt, and resentment. Let go. Healing doesn't mean your pain never existed. It means you're choosing to not let that pain control you anymore. It means taking back your power. Get rid of the belief that you are not strong enough, not quite ready, or don't know how. Healing doesn't require you to be perfect, just willing. Everything flows like the tide, out and in. This is the principle of rhythm. Some days will be harder than others. Memories flood back in, wounds reopen, and you'll feel like you've taken 10 steps forward just to take 20 steps back. But every single step, no matter if it's forward or back, is progress. Begin with self-love. Recognize you are worthy of moving forward, worthy of starting over, worthy of peace and happiness. Be patient. Give yourself some grace. It's a process. Be willing to commit to the journey, no matter how long it takes. As we heal, our hearts soften, we become stronger, and our spirit becomes unbreakable. So choose self-love. Choose confidence. Choose to not let anyone hold you back. Choose to take ownership of your own life. Choose to love you and take care of you. Choose to heal. Not because the past doesn't matter, but because your future does. Take back your happiness and free your mind. You will find magic in the surrender. Remember, healing is not something we find outside of us. It begins within. Change happens because you want to, not because you have to. If you wait until you have to, it will become very uncomfortable. Master self-love. Love is the most powerful frequency in the universe. It has the ability to bring light, to transform, and heal. Want to see the world differently? Allow love to guide you. Remove the lens of fear and pain and start to see with more compassion and grace. Too often we seek love from external sources, something we should be receiving from others. But love isn't an external gift. It's an internal power. It is something we should work to cultivate in ourselves, and it should strengthen the more we give it away. It's easy to love when life is all sunshine and rainbows and everything is going our way. But love's true power lies in the hurt, the disappointment, and the sadness. This is the moment we decide if we let love push us forward or let resentment, bitterness, or anger take control. Choosing love is choosing to rise above whatever is trying to break us. Love allows us to walk away from harm without hate, to see the humanity in those who have failed us, and to set boundaries with kindness. It's not just about how we treat others, but how we treat ourselves. So speak kinder to yourself. Give yourself grace when you fall short, and have patience for your own healing. Life will test us, circumstances will hurt us, and love can feel distant and impossible. But love is always around us, always within us, just waiting for us to choose it. So choose to let love lead you through the storm. Let it shape the way you move through life. Let it heal your wounds. Letting go is one of the hardest things we will ever do, but it is also one of the most powerful. We cling to hurt, resentment, and anger because it feels familiar. The pain ends up becoming a part of us, even though it's buckling our knees and bending our backs. We actually begin to fear what life would look like without it. But here's the truth. Holding on does not make us strong. Letting go does. We feel a sense of control by holding on to the past, but in reality, we're just letting the past control us. Every time we dwell on what was instead of what could be, we're giving our power away to what no longer serves us. Let go. Make the conscious choice to not let what happened to you define you. Because when you're able to zoom out, you'll see it was all happening for you. It doesn't make you weak or soft. It doesn't mean you've given up. The truth is, letting go takes a lot of strength, courage, and willpower. To say, I'm dropping this burden, I'm freeing my heart of grief and pain, because I will not carry it into my future. The past isn't the only thing we need to let go of. We have to start recognizing the people who no longer bring peace to our lives. Let go of expectations we put on them they never met. Let go of the need for closure, the need to prove a point, and the disappointment. To truly step into the person we are meant to become, we must let go of the version of ourselves when we were hurting. This is not easy. It's not instant. Letting go is a journey. We have to learn to choose to release the pain. We have to learn to choose ourselves. Even when the past whispers to us, trying to pull us back under, because each time we choose ourselves over our pain, we grow stronger. The moment you let go, you're calling your power back. Quit living in yesterday's shadow and step into today's light. Free yourself to welcome the future with open arms and experience new possibilities with joy. Find strength to let go, not because the past or what happened to you was insignificant, but because your future is worth more. Pain is a universal experience. It won't ask politely if it can enter our lives, and just like karma, it does not discriminate. We all have wounds, some on the surface, and some buried deep within where only the scar remains. Pain can feel like an anchored weight dropped on our souls, making us feel like we're drowning as the light of the surface is slipping away into the dark depths of the shadow. But no matter how deep the pain goes, we cannot let it define us. We are more than the betrayal, the heartbreak, and the disappointments. We are more than what happened to us. We must keep kicking, find the strength to keep swimming towards the light of the surface. Move beyond the pain to reclaim the light that was never truly lost. Healing begins when we acknowledge the pain. Suppressing the emotions that demand to be felt will only pull you back under. You must sit with it. Grieve, cry, feel the weight of what we have endured is the only way the journey can move forward. Don't listen when the pain tells you you'll never escape or you'll always be broken. That is a lie. You've survived every battle life has thrown your way this far, right? You're still here. That means we can certainly win the war we once saw as impossible. We all have a choice to allow the past to sink us to the bottom, or to find the strength and courage to keep kicking our way to the top. I know it's not easy, nor will it be a one and done. It's a choice we'll make again and again, especially on days when the weight of the anchor feels stuck. But each time we choose to keep kicking up towards the light, we grow. Life is unpredictable, and the pain we experience can seem out of our control and unfair. But what I've learned is you can control the way you respond. You can choose to become bitter, or you can choose to become stronger. We can remain trapped in darkness or fight to find the light. Keep moving, keep believing, keep loving. Even when you want to shut down, that takes strength. When you finally reach the surface, your story of hope and resilience can be a lighthouse to those who are still struggling. Our journey is proof that healing is possible and no pain is ever permanent. This has been your Wednesday Word. Until next time, friends, keep healing. See ya.